Good evening and welcome to Adcast. I'm Carl Vervish and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Chris Vadalero.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Right now we are broadcasting live just outside of the 2008 Addy Awards here at the 2008 American Advertising Federation National Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. We are so pleased to be here.
That's a mouthful. We have with us right now some ladies from Reno. We have Melissa Malino, who is our Public Service Director, as well as Jesse Gardner, who holds two positions, the Communications Chair, as well as the Public Service Creative Director. That's wonderful. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So you guys were, and for you at home, if you have not heard this yet, Reno took the prize. They were the #1 in the Ad2 public service competition this year. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm pleased to have even presented alongside of you guys or in the same competition. So
Yeah, you guys did great too.
Yeah.
thank you. So tell me a little bit about your client and what you guys did this year.
But Rick Redding, the executive director of the Reno Sparks Gospel Mission, came in and he just sat down and his passion for his organization just poured out on the table, and he had no notes. He spoke from his heart, and one quote that he said that has really stuck with me through this whole campaign is the ultimate goal of the Reno Sparks Gospel Mission is to close their doors because people don't need their services.
Wow.
So,
And
when he said
really, I
that,
think for a lot of
yeah,
public service,
and so
that's
hands
awesome.
down,
Just give me goosebumps.
I know. And then we were also very interested in understanding the mission because we had heard about it and we knew that they were in our community, but we didn't even really understand what they did. And like their image that is portrayed about it as it being just a soup kitchen and a slop house where homeless men come in just to get a meal and then we send them back out on the streets. We were so surprised to see that they are actually changing lives in our community. They have a 12-step addiction recovery program, and that was the focus of our campaign because we didn't know that they offered that. But it's so amazing.
Is that like Alcoholics Anonymous or?
It's actually called the CARE program.
Okay.
It is a Christian-based program, but it is currently the most successful 12-step program in our community.
Oh, wow.
50 to 70% of the graduates remain sober. And it's for all types of addictions from drugs, alcohol, gambling, the whole thing. So, yeah.
Great.
Now, Jesse, could you tell us a little bit about the creative work that went into your campaign?
Sure. What we did is we went through several brainstorming sessions to try to figure out how we can create some more awareness for the mission, because as Melissa just said, basically our whole community just thought that they were enablers, just giving the homeless people, the addicted people, beds, food, clothes, and sending them back out onto the streets. So we spent a lot of time doing research and spending time at the mission, volunteering, spending time with them, interviewing staff members, interviewing program members from the CARE program, and we became really close to many of them, and realized that these are real human beings. I mean, they have names, they have families, they have lives, they have a story, and their mothers, their sons, their fathers, so that really hit a note with us, and so we decided to name the campaign "What's in a Name."
Oh, very
nice.
nice.
And we wanted to prove that people are not defined by whatever it is that their affliction is. It's
Whether
their name.
they're a meth user or an alcoholic, they really are maybe just Tammy or just Rick.
Yeah.
So.
And
Sure.
so we gave them name tags, kind of oversized "Hello, my name is" name tags, and had them write their name and their affliction on it. Some of them, it said Tammy, I'm a meth user, or Jason, I'm homeless, or I'm a drug dealer. And they were able to cross out their affliction so that it was just their name.
And we used real CARE program recoveries. So I think it was also very therapeutic for them to cross it out and realize that they are just who they are.
Yeah, the photo shoot,
Empowering.
the TV spot, everything was actual program members. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think
I just want to add one thing to what Jessie did, and it's really a testament to her creative ability, but we completely rebranded the mission. And I think Rick Redding, after we designed their collateral material, he really said that he's been sending out direct mailers for years, but nothing had a consistent look. And what Jesse did is we looked at all their logos. They literally had like 5 different logos
Oh,
that
no.
they used. It was, I mean,
wow.
anybody in
Nightmare.
advertising is like,
Yeah.
I know our
Hello.
face. Consistency. We took all of those logos and we really looked at all of them, and we found common elements, made one logo, we added a tagline, changing lives, and then we also used those same principles and redesigned their entire website, because their website was completely different look than the logos they were using.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Everything was
And
different.
I'm sure.
I think that, and Rick even said it, you gave us a brand. Now
Yeah.
we can go out and we
Mhm.
have something, and we're consistent, and so that was a one whole element of the campaign.
And you know what that is, and I mean, it's really a testament to what Add2 clubs across the country accomplished through this, is that, you know, as you said, it is all different because up to now, a lot of these organizations have simply been getting by on what one person here or there can donate to them or, you know, offer them, or what somebody in the organization can struggle to do themselves. Whereas as an Add2 club, as an entire public service committee, we're really able to all group together to do, be this greater than the sum of the parts, and
Exactly.
build one consistent
Yeah.
campaign, image, whatever it be, to really improve an organization, and in the long run, the lives of people that are not so different from ourselves.
And then just adding on to that, I think we also helped them target who they needed to go after. There
Absolutely.
were specific groups that were able to volunteer their time, and we called them Young Active, and we relate them to the members of Add2.
Oh,
We love
sure.
to give back to
Mhm.
the community. We have talent and time to benefit them. We found out they're mature contributors, or who are women over, who are older women who like to give back and donate, and they also control the spending in their family, so they pick, who that check gets written to, what charity they're going to donate to. And then we also realized that there were what we called traditionalists, who were older men who had a really negative view of the homeless, and those were the people that they needed to show it's not just a soup kitchen.
yeah.
It's,
Mhm.
That was
so-
one of our most important targets,
Yeah.
because they do have such a negative view.
There is.
During our presentation, we talked about how they're, the traditionalists, which are, older men, they really are hostile that tax dollars are going towards homeless shelters
Yeah.
and not repaving streets, for example.
We run into that too, and it's sort
Yeah.
of, I mean, you have to remind yourself that this is not somebody, a lot of these, in the organizations that we've worked with in the past, over the past few years, they're not just handouts,
No.
Mhm.
These are programs that you get involved in, and you have a commitment to the program, to the organization, and a lot of the people that go through these things are so willing to give back
Right.
once they've been helped and given that helping hand, because they're going to do the work and they just need a little help.
Right.
Yeah. And we saw people actually change. One of the ladies who's in our advertisements is named Tammy. She now works for the mission as the women's
wow.
director for
A
women's
lot
services.
of them do that.
But listening to her story, she was a meth user for 22 years. She called herself a functional user, which meant she kept a job. At the end of the 22 years, she became homeless, and now we look at her today, and she's so passionate about what she does, and she is changed, and we wanted to relay that to the traditionalists, that we don't just, the Reno Sparks Gospel Mission doesn't just throw soup out there, doesn't just give a bed, but they actually change lives so that we can clean up the streets and we can improve the quality of life in our area, because homelessness is a really big condition there.
Sure.
Now, can you give us a couple reasons why you think a couple students should get involved with Add2, whether in their local area? Just real
a
quick.
couple.
Just real quick.
I have so many. But I think the experience, and then also just the feeling of giving back,
Sure.
is another reason. And then finally, obviously, making connections. I
Mhm.
mean, through this, I have met so many wonderful people on the nonprofit side, and then also in the ad world, and so it's
The
it's great.
experience is amazing. Not very many of us, when we get a client, do we get to do a completely 100% integrated marketing campaign for them. They either need
Oh,
a
yeah.
logo or do my website,
Uh-huh.
or they just need some collateral. But
One or the other.
Yeah.
with these nonprofit campaigns, I mean, we take a nonprofit organization that has almost nothing, and do everything from, we get to write TV spots, we need copywriters, we need photographers, web
It
designers,
really is
PR. I mean, we need everything, and we
all
all
about-
get to do a little bit of everything.
really is all about bringing all those pieces together, and that's
Yeah.
really connections, or what Ad2 and the Ad Federation are all about.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank
you.
Reno.
Thank you so
guys
much.
are wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming.
Sure, thanks for
And we
having
would
us.
also like to thank our sponsors, TBT, Tampa Digital Studios, and the American Advertising Federation.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back with more Adcast. And until then, I want you to make good choices.